this video relates to the topic merger and demerger. It is a part of Unit 1, that is corporate restructuring. You'll be learning the meaning of merger here and some or the types of mergers and with some examples in this particular video. So let's start. So the merger actually has not been defined perfectly in the Act, and it is basically the merger and amalgamation and acquisition is more or less used uh, together, sometimes signifying the same concept, but there's a thin line of difference whereby in merger the two or more companies which come together, which fuse together, whereby the identity of one or more is lost, resulting in a single company. And in amalgamation, it signifies the blending of two or more undertaking into one undertaking. So here blending enterprises loses their identity, forming themselves into a separate legal identity. So one company purchases another company, and that purchasing company becomes the only company which is left. But in merger can be two companies coming together and forming another company. That can be a merger. So there is a very thin line of difference. It's more or less the same. So it's a legal consolidation of two identities into one entity which can be merged together either by way of absorption, amalgamation, or by formation of a new company. So I've said like it's a merger is like a bigger concept or broader conception. So the board of directors of two companies approve this combination and seeks shareholders' approval. So board of BOD must approve it, and after the approval of the shareholders, that means shareholders have agreed upon this. So after the merger, the acquired company ceases to exist and become the part of the acquiring company. So this is the basic uh, meaning of or concept of merger. Now let's move on to the types of mergers. So there are various types of mergers, which are number one, a horizontal merger. So horizontal merger is basically the merger between two firms which are competitors to each other. It's a merger between companies selling similar products in the same market and is in direct competition and share the same product lines and market. So it is basically the same two companies producing, suppose just for example pens, or two companies manufacturing watches. So they are in the same type, they are selling same type of products and they are in direct competition to each other. Thus, in order to decrease the competition, they merge together to get the benefits of economies of scale, reduce competition, achieving monopoly and controlling the market. So you can get this one of the famous example is Facebook's acquisition of Instagram. Both are social media platforms, and both have like come together, and Facebook has acquired actually, and they are in the same market and they are trying to sell the same type of service in the society. So this is one horizontal merger. Then again we have Lipton India and Brewpond. So you know these two are companies which are related to food products. So these two have merged together so that the costs and various economies of scale arises. So this is a horizontal merger whereby two different companies, but they are selling the same type of product or service, whereby they want to reduce or get the benefit of certain things in the market. They come together. This is a horizontal merger. Next, we have vertical merger. So the name itself suggests that it's a merger between companies in the same industry but at different stages of production process. So, in other words, it occurs between companies where one buys or sells something from or to the other. Like for suppose they're in a particular manufacturing process, you need the raw materials, right? So sometimes, suppose in a car manufacturing company, the car manufacturing company assembles certain items like nuts, bolts. They do not manufacture. The car company may not manufacture the nuts and bolts. So the nuts and bolts are being acquired from or are being bought by the company from some other company, and it is assembled in the particular company. Like similar is the case of tires. So the company buys the tires from another company and assembles it with the car which they have actually manufactured, the body of the car which they have manufactured. Even they have like infotainment system. So there are various things within a car manufacturing system. So these things which are required can be bought by the or can be merged together, whereby they can get the benefits of both the companies together. So like there are different stages of the production cycle. So like in case of car manufacturing and tire is the finished product, whereby the tire becomes a raw material for the, not exactly a raw material, but a part of the finished product of the car manufacturing company. So this is a vertical merger. And there are some examples like Reliance and Flag Telecom Group. So Flag Telecom Group is a telecommunication services which was acquired so that Reliance can use that particular telecom services and reach the market. Then we have eBay and PayPal. So eBay is an online platform where you can buy things, and PayPal is a system through which payment can be made. So this is one of the some of the examples which can be considered as a part of the vertical merger example. So next, we have conglomerate mergers. You have heard of this term, conglomerate. Conglomerate mergers means the merger is between companies which are not at all related with each other. So merger between companies that do not have any common business areas. So it refers to the combination of two firms operating in industries unrelated to each other, or they may be in the same industry, or like they may be of similar in industries, but they are selling items which are not exactly similar in nature. The business of the target company is entirely different from the acquiring company. So the main objective of conglomerate is to achieve bigger size, like a watch manufacturer acquiring a cement manufacturer, a steel manufacturer acquiring a software company. So just to increase their business or to grow, in order to increase their business and growth, conglomerate merger can be undertaken. Like we have Larsen and Toubro and Voltas Limited. It is a conglomerate. Walt Disney Company and the American Broadcasting Company is also a conglomerate. So these are some of the examples of conglomerates. Then we have congeneric merger. So congeneric merger is a merger between two or more businesses which are related to each other in terms of customer groups, functions, or technology. Example, combination of a computer manufacturing system with a UPS manufacturer. So it is a merger where two or more businesses which are related to each other in terms of only the customer group, like whatever both the companies are selling, the type of items may be different, but the customer base is the same customer base, so they can merge together. This is called congeneric. So one of the example is Prudential's acquisition of uh, Bosch and Company, and banking giant that is Citi Corp's merger with financial services company Travelers Group in the year 1998. So these are some of the examples of congeneric merger. So here the product or service may be different, but the customer base or the technology which they are using may be similar. So this is one type of merger in the uh, a type of merger which is called congeneric merger. So that is all. We'll be talking about demerger in the upcoming video. So with this, we come to the end of the type of merger and the meaning of merger. Thank you.